rope climbs. 12 total legless rope climbs in this workout. Obviously, can be a problem. And Juan Del Arco is right with them, actually, on the left side of the screen there in lane number 3. Ignacio up first, Del Arco up in lane number 12, Ivan Warregui in lane number 5, Javier San Martin. Carlos Ferrer is about 10th in the heat. He and Dami Martinez are just getting back there. 18-minute time cap on this one. A lot of work to get done. So already in this first round, it's a huge disparity as several men are still working on this walking lunges. Lane 10 here, Sono Mardini. Lane 8, Santiago Arteaga is just going back. No extension there on the hip. Judging's been pretty good from what I've seen so far. Ignacio is off the 4 legless rope climbs, looking down the floor. The only man next, close to him is right next to him. This will be the front rack lunge. So it's Ignacio and Ivan Warregui. Warregui 27th this morning, Ignacio 4th. And you see the front rack lunge here. It's going to be a down and back. Really good on the programming side because the last round is 12 meters overhead, so the plate will end up right back where it started. So the 2 leaders right here next to each other on this floor of 20. Ignacio in the middle of doing his lunges, glancing down the floor. See who's with him. On the other side of the floor, Pablo Renz is one of the men with the plate in the front rack. So Ignacio done. Ivan is done. In lane 6 right here, we got Kiko Sobron. The plate needs to be up above the waistline. Ignacio not wasting any time. Gets up for 1. He's got 1 legless rope climb to go. Carlos Ferreira is really struggling in lane 17. It's off camera. He's stuck and he fails. Carlos Ferreira fails a legless rope climb in the round of 4. Last pull here, and Ignacio, huge for him. Wow, Ignacio Illamarendi is at the 5-minute mark. Holy cow. Let's take a look at this overhead one. Dami Martinez just working on his front rack lunges there. Now the arms are supposed to be locked overhead at the extension, but if they bend in between, that's okay. Ignacio with a fantastic overhead position here. No rep, he's sent back. Judge right on top of it there. See if he's got 1 or 2 more steps. And Ignacio's gonna head out on the 1. At the 5:42 mark. Wow. We'll make that we'll make down that time. He's got some company. There goes Ivan. So it's gonna be really stretched out. Kiko Sabron is also done. Oh no, with his rope climb, he's got some overhead lunges to go. We got Paujo Renz over here. And there goes Paujo Renz at 6:15. Really well done in the buy-in here. I mentioned Carlos Ferreira, who's struggling on this one. He failed a rope climb. He's working on the front rack there, and it is a good time to mention that in addition to doing those legless rope climbs, holding that plate is a demand on the upper body, especially in that front rack that can affect some things for sure. Here goes Kiko Sobron, and I think Rodrigo Garcia, who had a nice 12th place finish this morning. He really closed hard on the burpees to pass a couple athletes. Another athlete, Dami Martinez, will be heading out on his 1,200-meter run.
A Santiago Arteaga le quedan 2 Legle rock climb.
See him in a few minutes.
También en la calle número 10 para
See how Carlos is doing back here. He's got to get these 2 rope climbs so that he can capitalize on his engine that he's known for. It's really tough when you fail legless rope climbing competition to then know what your capacity is, how much to rest, and when to go again, because you can do 3 or 4 pulls and then get back up on the rope and everything can fall apart when you're a few feet from the top. Lane number 9, Saul Vasquez with a nice rope climb there. Lane number 1, John Cannon's close to the top on his lap. He gets it.
Sí, 7 minutos y 45 segundos.
Got some overhead, front rack lunges going on the floor here, so the men are all over the place. It's been over 2 minutes since Ignacio left. No overhead lunges going on here, just some back rack lunges in the middle of the floor, so the legless rope climb is a massive separator here. Last one for Carlos Ferreira, and this is actually a huge rep in the context of his entire competition. He's a guy who many think could potentially challenge on Yol in this competition, or at least go for a podium, but with 30 men still to go, gets it and comes down hard. Hopefully his hand is all right. There's a lot of upper body pulling in this competition, nearly 100 chest bar pull-ups and 45 muscle-ups later in the competition that have already been announced. It's not a matter of capacity for him. Saul Vasquez in the background is taking off, and you see that Ferreira's capacity here is fine. So he'll head out. And let's go out there and check out this running course a little bit. So that you guys can see where it's going to go. Voy a regresar con el líder. Voy a regresar con el líder. So the guys are heading out, and I want to give you a shot of kind of what the idea here is. Obviously, they're running a lot faster than me. It's been several minutes since Ignacio left, so I'll be curious when he comes back. But they're going to go down the course there and hang a left. See a group of 3. Ferreira's there in the back. And they're going to circle around the arena. Del Arco heading out. It might have been, I don't know if there was Santiago right behind him or not. But to give you guys an idea here of the arena from the outside. So it's on this hill, like I was saying. And they're going to work their way up and then ultimately come back down this. You can see how steep it is going up here. And they got to obviously make their way around the building, and they have to get up this incline at some point. So we're gonna try to catch up with Ignacio and follow him in for the last portion of this workout. Here he comes. He's going to be moving fast, so we'll try to get out of his way. Cuidado, cuidado. Que venga. Ignacio Hijamarendi blitzing this workout so far. Remember, there's 36 meters of handstand walking still to go. So we'll follow him back inside the arena. Some guys are just now coming out. 1,200 meters of hill running already done for Ignacio. He's gonna have to go around. We'll catch up with him here. 11:30.
Tiene que afrontar estos últimos 36 metros de Hashtag Wod.
Shaking out the arms. 36 meters, 3 traverses to go.
Mientras tanto tenemos a Raúl del Brillo también afrontando estas últimas secuencias.
12 meters must be done unbroken. It's green line to red line. You get credit for 6 meters of handstand walking as a rep if you're in the middle of it on a time count. So 2 to go. Ivan Warigi is in the building.
A Iván Jauregui. Y llevamos 12 minutos y 15 segundos.
A good rep for Ignacio. Last rep coming up. Wastes almost no time. My goodness, Ignacio Iriamarandi. It's the hands across that will stop the time. 1-2, 12:33. Wow. Ignacio Iriamarandi with an absolute assault on this workout. It's an 18-minute time cap. He didn't even need 13 minutes for it. Juan Warigi. Clearly in second here. Kiko Sobron has now entered the building. 2 lengths done for Juan. 12 meters to go. It's got to be unbroken. It's worth taking the rest here. He has to make sure he can get it. Ignacio's encouraging him. Will it pay off? He's got to get all 12 meters for it to count. We have 30 more men coming up in the next 2 heats. Pau is back inside the building. And it's a fail, so that's the gamble. That's the gamble. That would have been about 13:30, so we'll see how it pays off. Sobron is now upside down. And Warigi's the one. Ivan Warigi's gotta think about it. I think I called him one. I was combining his 2 names. I apologize. Kiko Sobron, 1 good length. Pau is upside down. We'll catch him in a second. Let's see if Ivan can get across here. No. Well, and so the gamble on this one is just crazy. Rodrigo Garcia is absolutely sprinting on his hands. And we're gonna have a race. Dami Martinez is in the building. We're gonna pull it wide here. Several guys are all over the floor. Pau Joren's other side of the floor might be about to finish. Kiko Sobron might be about to finish. Garcia's got 1 to go, but he's the fastest on his hands. It's gonna be extremely tight. We'll get to the finish line for the shot here. As Dami goes the other way. Pau Joren's 14:47. Sobron and Garcia 14:49. That should be a tie on the leaderboard. 14:47 for Pau Joren's. 14:49 for Kiko Sobron and Rodrigo Garcia. Ivan is up again. Dami Martinez is trying to pass him by. Carlos Ferreira is back in the building. Dami Martinez, 15:08. Can Ivan get it? No. And now he's done almost, oh my God, he's done like 30 meters of handstand walking and hasn't gotten across, so that gamble really did not pay off. There's Ferreira. In lane number 9, Saul Vasquez is in here as well. He's in the white shirt there. Ferreira gets 1 done.
Tenemos a Iván Jauregui, tenemos a Saúl Vázquez, a Carlos Ferreira para tener tiempo.
He's up again.
Completar estos últimos 36.
Saúl Vasquez gets 1. More athletes are coming back into the arena.
Le quedan 12.
He goes well past the line, Ferreira. Don't mind that at all. It's a lot better than leaving a heel on it. Last 12 meters. We got less than 2 minutes to the time cap. Ferreira will get in at 16:13.
Ahora sí que Iván Jauregui necesita apoyo. En la calle 12 sigue paso tras paso. Ahora sí, público, arriba.
Ivan is up again. Del Arco is up in the blue shorts. Lane 9 is Saúl Vasquez. Good rep for Del Arco. Ivan finally gets in at about 16:40. It cost him 3 minutes. Saúl Vasquez will finish it up at 16:45. Lane number 10, Erson Lamborghini. He gets in at about 16:50. Del Arco's got 1 to go.
Atletas, últimas repeticiones, últimos metros.
1 minute to the time cap. Del Arco's the only one doing handstand walking right now. Got company now, Santiago Arteaga from Tarife. Lane number 8. And Del Arco gets on 17:22. And no, Ivan is still not got across. I apologize. Santiago gets a good rep there. 30 seconds to go. Ivan Warigi is approaching 100 plus meters of handstand walking. He just can't get that 12 meter section. It's almost hard to watch at this point. Another good set for Santiago. He's got 10 seconds. The red 6 meters, that dash line counts as a rep. So that's 1 rep. So he should get credit for the rep there, but he won't finish the workout. He should get credit for that 6 meter rep. And Ivan Warigi, what a brutal thing there. Ignacio, puedes hablar en español.
Sí.
¿Cómo fue?
Muy bien. Era un WOD que tenía 2 partes. La primera parte un poco más muscular, más que nada legless. Es bastante alto y tienes que ir con cuidado para no pinchar. La ancha se hace bien. Y luego una segunda parte de correr con mucha cuesta.
La correr, sí. Con los hills.
Sí, empiezas, bajas mucho, subes mucho, o sea que no puedes llevar un ritmo muy alto, es muy exigente muscularmente. Y luego ya el pino, pues depende de cómo te vaya.
¿Estás feliz?
Sí, muy feliz. Creo que he hecho un WOD muy bueno, gente muy buena, que le he podido ganar. Y nada, pues mañana más y mejor.
Sí. Súper bien.
Gracias.
Ignacio Friendly with a time that I don't know if anyone's beating that. 5:42 on the buy-in. 12:33 total. Did the last 36 meters of handstand walking in less than a minute. I mean, there was a lot of opportunities to screw that up, and he just dominated. So that's going to be a tough one to beat. But we got a whole nother heat of men that are taking the floor. Wow. Reminder, if you're just joining us, of the workout. There it is. 6-4-2 legless rope climb, 36-24, 12 meters of lunging with the red luster plates. They're 25 kilos or about 55 pounds. You too. Great work again. Yeah, very good. Oh yeah. Yeah. We'll talk later. Luego, sí, por supuesto. Rodrigo Garcia off to a great start in the competition. After that buy-in, they'll go on a run, 1,200 meters, and then they'll be back inside for 36 meters of handstand walking. Leave the workout up there so you can digest that for a minute, but let's take a look at the guys. In lane number 20, we have Javier Iturbe. We'll let him get across the floor, and then we'll get to him while they're doing the legless rope climbs. In this heat, we have Javier Irulegui, who's been 5th so far, and Angel Bonel, who's been 6th so far, Alvaro Gomez, 8th, and Arnaud Sabates, 10th. 4 guys that are in the top, Victor Arapiles, 9th. So 5 of the top 10 after one event are in this heat. And they're off for 6 legless rope climbs to start inside the beautiful Bilbao Arena for the 3rd edition of the Basque Championship. Whoa, a little aggressive there. So lane 20, Javier Iturbe. In lane 18 is Victor Arapiles, who we were talking about as being 9th overall. Ibai Sanchez, 28th overall. Alex Garcia in 14 comes in 20th. Chema Rodriguez is in 12th. Dani Yardon, is in 10th. He's in 18th place overall. Arnaud Sabate, lane 8. And he's great at the upper body pulling. He won the 30 muscle for time in Pamplona last year. Let's see how fast he gets through this first part. He's currently in 10th place overall. Guillermo Calvo, 22nd overall, is in lane 6. Cristian Vasquez is in lane number 4. Francesco Martinez Alcina, he's 11th overall, is in lane 2. Sabate is already done with those 6 legless rope climbs. We'll be back with him in a second. Alvaro Gomez, the ninja, lane number 1, 8th place overall. Juanjo Garancho is in 3. Nordi is in lane number 5, sits 14th overall after one event. Angel Bonel, who we talked about, is 6th overall. He's right here in lane number 7. Lane number 9, we got Jose Antonio Alfonso. Javier Uruguay right here in lane 11, won this heat earlier this morning. In lane 13, we got Jorge Gomez. He's in 30th right now. Alvaro Cepena is in 25th. Victor Gorend is in 24th. And Guille Casquero rounding out the heat in 17th. Most of the athletes are working on the back rack lunge. It's 3 down and backs, 12 meters per lane. So it'll end with the first one on the other side of the floor. And Arnau Sabate, we're gonna go catch up with him because his legless rope climb speed is something that's worth watching. He's already done with the lunges and he's jogging back to the rig. We'll try to jog down and see how fast he rips through these 4 reps. Arnau Sabate, 1 rep done there. Two done, no one else on them yet. On his left, we see Alex Garcia over there. That's 3. And a bunch of other guys coming to join in now. 1 rep to go for Sabate in the middle round. Again, there's 12 legless rope climbs in this buy-in. It's no small number. Big reach there. Nice disciplined approach. And we talked about it in the middle of one of the heat there with Carlos Herrera, the first heat. This front rack, you'll see the way that he holds it potentially being demanding on the bicep to some degree. 24 meters in the front rack lunge for Sabate. Just past the 3-minute mark. 5:42. 5:42 was the split time for Ignacio. Sabate is in a league of his own in this heat with this combination of moves. Lane 14, Alex Garcia comes up to join him on the right. But Sabate.
Arnau que se adelanta y sigue en primera posición, afrontando esta última.
Keep your eyes on him there. Senor Ferrero on the mic. That's 1 rep done. Alex Garcia eating up some front rack lunges. Lane number 20, Javier Iturbe is 3rd in the heat now. Sabate 1 rep to go and then 12 meters of lunging. We're at the 4-minute mark, so he's got a legitimate chance to get out the door ahead of Ignacio. And what a pull and touch, a legless rope climb clinic for Arnau Sabate. Man, show up that gymnastics body. My goodness. The overhead lunges 1 time around the floor. You need the full extension, including the arms at the top. Alex Garcia in lane 14. You're just seeing him go up in the black tank top there, 2nd in the heat. And he's been really good. Man, his timing is good on that too. Arnau will get across. 4:36. He's 1 minute and 18 seconds ahead of the split from Ignacio. Unreal, superhuman upper body pulling. Watch this. Hits it, grabs the legs on the way down. Very nice from Alex Garcia there. Still 2nd in the heat. The guy closest to him is lane number 20. Javier Iturbe right here, no shirt on, black shorts. But as many others are doing the front rack lunge, Alex Garcia, who still is on pace to have a faster split time than Ignacio. So Alex Garcia, clearly a master of the legless rope climb himself. We're at the 5:10 mark. He's got only a couple meters to go, probably 2 more steps. And Alex Garcia is going to be out on the run at 5:18 as Iturbe, 3rd in the heat, has got 12 meters to go. Or Iturbe, the next man, is looking to head out into that hill run that Ignacio, the winner of Heat 1, was telling us about. Right next to him in lane number 18, Victor Arapiles drops off the rope. He should have 12 meters to go. Nicely done, 5:52, so pretty much on pace there. Javier Iturbe, incredible buy-in. Oh, and my fault, Victor Arapiles with the front rack here. Middle of the floor, we see some overhead walking lunges there. Lane number 2, Francesc Martinez Alcina. And he'll head out at the 6:15 mark. Fantastic buy-in for him.
Ahí sale el francés.
3 other guys on this side of the floor chasing it down. Lane 11, Javier Hirulegui, the winner of this heat earlier today, 5th place in the competition. He'll hit the run at 6:30. In lane number 19, Guille Gasquero is out the door. And now in lane number 3, Anjo Garancho will head out. We got some more overhead lungers. So a little bit less of a spread in this heat. It's a lot of the guys showing some good efficiency. Lane number 4, Christian Blasquez is out. Lane 8. Well, several guys are heading out right here in 7. We got Angel Bonel. He was 6th place this morning and not a bad performance here. Let's see if we can make up some work on the run. We're only at the 7:16 mark. Might head outside in a second. Gonna see if we can catch an athlete to go out there with. Let's see, lane number 5. Nordi. We'll follow him out the door and see if we can pick up Ignacio on the way back in. With Ignacio in the first round. The Spanish CrossFit fans, Nordi is a name that apparently they will know. And if you only have one name in Spain, that's generally a good thing. Shaking out the arms there, probably a common practice for these guys. Big demand, obviously, on the upper body in the front and back half of this. So he'll go down the street, and we'll be on the lookout for Sabate. It could be a minute, maybe, coming back in. There he goes. Down and around into the city. So it's down, down, down. Up, up, up. Got some other athletes coming out. Victor Arapiles here. Getting set on their 1,200 meter run. And let's make our way up and see where our man Arnau is. Ignacio went out the door about 5:45, and I think he came back at around 11:45, got into the building. About 30 seconds from when we caught him on the hill, probably. Arnau was out the door like 90 seconds fast. No, a minute and change. A minute and 20 seconds faster than him. It was about 8.5 on the clock when we came back, so he should be getting close. Never been to the city of Bilbao in Spain. This place is special. History, culture, hills, rivers. And there is Sabate coming down the hill. We'll try to follow him in. He's gonna have some momentum coming down. We're gonna take a little shortcut this time. So Arnau Sabate, who is out the door really fast, making his way through the run. And the expectation here would be that the handstand walk is going to be in his wheelhouse too. Here we go, Sabate, heading into the arena for the final portion of this. It's kind of a 3-parter. He's going to have to make the lap around the arena.
Ahora es el momento que suba en la 9 José Antonio López. Fuerte, fuerte aplauso para Arnau Sabate, que llega en primera posición.
36 meters of handstand walking to finish.
Recuerdo que Arnau Sabate le van a quedar solamente 36 metros de handstand walk.
Green line to red line. in front of the crowd here in Bilbao.
Que sigue paso tras paso completando sus primeros 12
And you see
metros.
11:20 on the clock behind him. Time to beat is 12:33 from Ignacio Ijamarendi. He told me earlier today, I might win the muscle-up workout this weekend. Legas, road climbs, lunges, running, and handstand walking. Might get a W for him first, we'll see. Ooh, tough one there for Chema. Last 12 meters, it's got to be unbroken. Alex Garcia is back in. But Arnau Sabate, couple 1 meter to go, 11:53. Pump the muscles up, baby. What a performance. Arnau Sabate wins heat 2, sets a new time to beat.
Está llegando en segunda Alex García.
Wow, Alex Garcia.
A ver por sus últimos metros. Inicia su hashtag Wod.
The judge standing in his way there. Got some company in lane 20, Javier Iturbe.
En la calle número 20.
So we got a little bit of a race here, and we saw in the last heat that nothing's guaranteed.
En estos últimos 5 minutos.
12:33 from Ignacio is going to pass right now. So he'll still have the second best time. And Ignacio came in to this one in 4th, whereas Arnau started this event in 10th
Ahora
after
sí
the morning.
tenemos a José Antonio López. Y tenemos también en la calle número 13.
Garcia, 2 lengths out, 1 to go. We got more athletes entering the arena, including the Ninja. He's always lurking around. Álvaro Gomez, full wide as we're going to probably need it. Javier Iturbe kicks up. 13:07 Garcia.
Finalizando en segunda posición, Alex García.
Javier Iturbe, 13:60. Beautiful. Now, who we got over here? Lane number 1
Siguen llegando atletas. Francis
and 2. Francis Martinez on the left. Álvaro Gomez on the right on his hands. Kicking up now, moving to the right is Francis Martinez. Alcina no rep. Finger on the line. Allows for Gomez to overtake him. Like in lane 11, Javier Iturbe is over there also. So we got a little bit of a race here. Approaching 14 minutes on the clock. Álvaro kicks up first. Now Francis Martinez. Who's it going to be? Do they have the discipline to finish this one here without making a mistake? Of course, Álvaro Gomez does. 14:09 and 14:13.
Nos quedan 3 minutos y 40 segundos.
Got another almost finisher coming up here.
Está llegando Cristian Vázquez, Jordi Mujal.
Lane number 11. Javier Iturbe, who was 5th place this morning. I know I struggle with this last name. Apologies. Javier.
En breve sus últimos 12
At
metros.
14:37.
Finalizando Xavier Andrés.
All of these guys are doing amazing compared to Heat 1. The second and third times in that, he were 14:47, 14:49 times 2 athletes. So all these guys have beaten that up to this point. Those 3 times did just pass. As we got a bunch of guys getting close to finishing. Lane number 4, Christian Blasquez. He's got a length done. Lane number 7 here. Angel Bonell is about to finish. 15:17. Get another finisher in 10. Dani Jarrón, and in 5, Nordi gets in.
Tenemos que completar 36 metros totales.
Oh no, Nordi's got some work to do
En la
still.
calle número 3 ha finalizado ahora mismo Ojo del Rancho.
Trying to get as much of the action as we can. In lane number 18, a good length down there for Victor Arapiles. Nordi 2 lengths down.
Solamente 12 metros.
Lane 19, I think Ye Casquero might have just finished. And I might have missed it. If I did, I apologize. Nice work, Ye.
Últimos 12
Lane number 6,
metros.
Guillermo Calvo with a good rep. Lane 4,
Cristian Vázquez.
Christian Blasquez done right ahead of Nordi at the 16:06, 16:07, and lane 18. Vitor Aripalas at about 16:11.
Aletas, tenemos tiempo. Se sigue
Lane 17 now. Vitor Goren will get it done. 16:23. Lane 19. So now it's Guille Casquero, and he's turning on his hands. Oh, no, that's 17, excuse me, Vitor. So Alvaro Sopena was the guy who just finished. Turns on his hands. Unbelievable. Will he do it again? Yes, yes. Going for 36 unbroken meters with 2 turns on his hands in lane number 17. Victor Goren. Does he have it? Lane 6 gets across. Guillermo Calvo. 1 meter to go. Victor Goren, 36 meters sin pare. Eres loco. Wow, Victor. Incredible.
Ahora sí que tenemos a Iván Sánchez
And we caught it.
en sus últimos 5 metros.
45 seconds to go.
Fuerte el aplauso para Ibai, que completa sus últimos metros de Basque Wod.
Ibai Sanchez gets across.
Atletas, entramos dentro de los últimos 30 segundos.
30 seconds to go. No one doing handstand walking. Maybe we'll talk to some guys.
Tenemos a varios atletas que tienen que completar aún su última distancia. Entramos dentro de los últimos 15 segundos.
Arnau. English or Spanish? Huh? English or Spanish?
Spanish.
Okay.
Entran solo 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Y tiempo. Y ahora Zapato.
Hemos comentado este
11:52. Menos de 12 minutos. ¿Sabías que puedes hacerlo?
Sí, porque la legless creo que es mi mejor movimiento, junto con los Rimasela, ya te acuerdas de Pamplona. Y era un work que confiaba mucho, porque también corro bien, y los lines no limitaban mucho, o sea que era muy bueno para mí.
¿Y cómo fue la carrera afuera en la ciudad?
Correr, me dolía mucho el culo de hacer los lunge. Era terrible porque había una subida bastante grande y era final, y era carrera durilla,
¿Y los handstand walks, no problema?
No, hasta Wod, ya de correr, ya tenía los hombros más o menos recuperados, o sea que los hasta Wod bien. Bien.
Super rápido, bien hecho.
Gracias.
And let's see if we can find this other guy.
What was the second one?
Sí, Alex García. Pero viste que Víctor hizo 36 metros sin pared. Turne y turne. Sí. Wanted to try to talk to this. Otro Víctor. All right, the next heat is already on the floor. We got a little bit of a change going on. This is going to be a split heat. Wow, that was incredible from Ignacio in Heat 1, but Heat 2 had about 8 guys that were faster than the second best in that heat, and Arnaud Zapate crushed this workout. The final heat for men and the first heat for women is on the floor. Let's take a look at who we got. In lane 19 in the yellow shorts, we got the legend himself, Agnoli Kai. Second after this morning's event, let's see what he's got here. Lane number 17, Felix Sobron comes in 19th. Yandrol is in lane 15 right here. 13 will be empty. Marty Pla, the youngster, 2 years removed from the teenage division. He sits in 13th overall. He'll be in lane 11. In lane 9, Nacho Viloria. In lane 7 is Portugal's finest, Tiago Lucis. He's 7th place after this morning's event. In lane number 5, we got Tito Bouvard. And the last male in the field in lane number 3, we got Chete sitting at 15th overall. In lane number 2, we start the women's division. Anaïs Langry out of France had an 8th place finish this morning. Sepia Silvia Garcia sitting in 6th place after the morning. And we're waiting for Jacqueline Dahlstrom here. White top, she's going to take the floor. Jacqueline Dahlstrom sitting in 3rd after this morning's events. Elena Caratala is in 9th. Games athlete out of Spain. Elder Murguia had a nice performance this morning, sitting in 11th, and Maria Cuevas will round out the heat out here in lane 14, 16th place this morning. Those are the athletes. You see the workout there. They got to start with 6-4-2 rope climbs. Now for the women, it's 3 legless, 3 regular, 2 legless, 2 regular, 1 and 1. So they have 3-2-1 legless, 3-2-1 regular. all the athletes will do the 36, 24, 12 meters of handstand walking, and they'll do it with those plates, Ruster plates on the floor, 20 kilos for the women, 25 for the men. It'll be a back rack lunge, front rack lunge, overhead lunge. Then I'll hit the streets for a 1,200 meter run and come back in for 36 meters of handstand walking. And got to be calculated with the legless rope climbs. And make sure not to miss one. It can be extremely costly. Spoke with Aniol, we'll catch up with him in a minute. He said it's a great combo for him on the buy-in. Will it be as good as it was for, I don't know, Sabate? Zapate's split time to get out the door was 4:36. Alex Garcia's is 5:16. We had Javier Iturbe not far behind that, and then in the first heat at 5:42, Ignacio was out the door. So we'll catch up with Aniol in a second. Just watching the girls here finish up on their legless rope climbs. Again, it's 3 before they can start using the legs. Anais is hanging by a thread here, gets the touch and comes back down. And Aniol is already off the rig as some of the women are getting into their regular rope climbs. We're gonna catch up with him when he gets back to the rope in lane number 5 off camera. Second in the heat for the men is Tito Buvar and Elena Caratala leading the way here. Very nice on the legless rope climb.
¡Qué maravilla este equipo visto!
And we'll go catch up with Aniol. Luches chewing up ground here. 2 lanes down from him, lane number 11, we got Marty Pla, about a step or 2 ahead. And Aniol Akai, breaking through this year, making it to the games, getting a chance to compete in Southern California, representing the world at the Tier Cup, heading out to Australia, and a late add to the field here. Love to see the hustle on the transition. Little things like that can make the difference, especially when you're competing against guys from previous heats. You're not entirely sure how your time. Look at that massive pull at the top. Gets his whole body into it, limits the time under tension, limits the total number of pulls. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then with about a meter, nope, comes up short that time. Wow, impressive adjustment as well. In lane 11 over to the right is Marty Pla. Thiago Luches down from him is in lane number 7, and to the right of Thiago is Tito, who is second off the rope in the first round. And it looks like Elena Caratala is on the legless rope climbs in round 2, as well as all the women have cleared the rope in round 1 now. Marie Cuevas just finished up her first 6 rope climbs, I believe. She's picking up her plate on the far side of the floor. 2 to go for Aniol, and he's gonna have some company here. 1 to go, Marty Pla. We might have a new leader here, Marty Pla. La última rope climb for Marty. Aniol arguing with his judge and continuing on. We're gonna have to check the camera, I don't know.
Vamos chicos, aguantamos. Hacer caso a nuestros jueces, son quienes juzgan. Y tenemos a nuestra líder que empieza las zancadas.
Marty Pla, some controversy there with the guy.
Con nuestra María.
You guys were talking to the head judge. You guys at home will know for sure. I was not paying attention as I was trying to watch the whole floor.
Y tenemos a Elena que va a empezar con las zancadas pro.
Así no. Así no. No.
And some fans in the stands are saying he only did 3. Marty Pla done and back. Thiago Luces is done and back. Elena Caratala on her front rack lunges. We'll let the guys finish up here and then we'll go check in on the ladies. Tomorrow we won't have this issue as they're going to reseed the heats differently with the split heats. It's really tough to call them both. Marty waiting.
El hit. Venga, Aiden, vamos a la cuerda.
So Anul's done, but he's not in the lead. Lane number 5, Tito Wod has been amazing on the road cuts. Luchis comes up, and Marty Pla barely gets that rep. So 5:18, Tito out to the door.
Silvia haciendo las tapadas de front.
Anul and Luchis. Anul is done, and he's out on the run. 5:35, Thiago Luchis will go. Elena Caratala ahora done with the rope time. She's got a whole heat of women coming up, including the 2 leaders. Elena Caratala came in 9th place. She's going to want to improve on that here and get it off to a great start. Marty Pla is out the door. So we'll mark down the split time here for Elena for the second heat of women that'll be coming up. Big step, 6:08, judge says good. Sylvia Garcia, looks like she's got 1 rep to go. Anais Lankry working on some regular rope climbs. Dahlstrom's coming back to the ring. Garcia will touch. Lankry up for a regular climb. Jacqueline's got to do a legless one here. Anais comes down. Jacqueline 1 to go. Overhead lunge for Garcia. She'll head out. And Anais is still got another round to go. 12 meters of lunging for Dahlstrom coming up.
Anaís haciendo las zancadas en front, mientras que Jacqueline está acabando.
We'll head out the door with Dahlstrom here, I think. A little more running. So Jacqueline Dahlstrom, 7:47 on the clock. It'll be interesting to see which of the men ends up coming back in here. Tito Wod was first out. So Jacqueline will head down and hit a left. We got judges at all the turns so they can't screw it up. None of the athletes have had a problem, and it's such a nice day here in Bilbao. It's just beautiful weather. Last year there was a lot of rain, preventing them from doing everything they wanted to. This year, just stunning. And some of the Spaniards are telling me, it's not always like this in Bilbao. Shot of the sign of the arena there. An athlete leaving the building, hitting his run. So we'll wait and see who's going to be the first one in. There's 36 meters of handstand walking remaining. Could be a minute. It wasn't quite as big of a spread from when we left, but that's all right. That'll be if you guys were watching live, drop a comment there. Let me know if Anul did 3 or 4 legless rope climbs. I would just say in general that as an athlete, you got to listen to the judge, do the extra rep. I know it can be costly, but you can always appeal it afterwards. I'm not sure what the, if you only did 3, I don't know what the penalty could be. That's a tough spot to put the competition team in. I remember back at a competition I did in 2000, I think I was watching the competition in 2017 at Wadapalooza, and Jeff Adler had a similar incident before he'd really hit it big. He was being forced to do legless rope climbs that he didn't have to do, and he just did them. Got on with it, appealed it afterwards. He was way behind in the workout because of it. They gave him some amount of credit back. I'm sure it wasn't the same as if he'd done the workout the way that all the other guys had to, but it looks like it's going to be Thiago Lucis who made up the distance on the run. Aniol is right behind him. Again, these guys were not the first ones out the door. So Lucis and Aniol are going to have a handstand battle on their hands. We're going to go down this stairs and meet them in the building. Lucis won a Lisboa championship in Lisbon, Portugal a couple weeks ago. And my buddy Joe Siastula, who was here doing the emceeing, said he was incredibly inconsistent and looked great. Already heading out as the guys are heading in. Been waiting for Thiago to break through on the international scene for a couple of years. Still a young guy. Clearly got some talent. But Aniola's hot on his heels. Now they'll have to circle around.
Nuestros primeros atletas corriendo, minuto número 11. Y van a empezar con los handstands.
So Thiago, barring any mistakes on the handstand walk, should be in position here to take the heat win. 11:40 on the clock. And I'll tell you what he's not going to do is beat Arnaud Sabate. 3 seconds from now, Sabate was done. So Arnaud Sabate is going to win this one. 12 meters good for him. 12:33 will be the next time. Ignacio Villamarendi from the first heat. 12:33. It's about 23 seconds from now, so Lucis is going to have to hurry. We got some other guys coming back in. This is going to be very close between Lucis and Ignacio out of heat 1. 12 seconds to that time. Let's get it on the frame for you in case any disputes come. 12:33, and no, it's going to be 12:30. Thiago Lucis will win the heat and take second in the event. Now Aniol on the far side of the floor there is getting set to come across. It's going to be 12:44 when he finishes, pending whatever happens with that rope climb. And honestly, I don't know if he did 3 or 4. Lane number 5, Tito Bual. And we got a battle on the Sylvia Garcia running her mind off over there. She's going to be coming in, leading the women's field here in the first heat. But Tito Bouvard, who was not in the first top 30 this morning, is going to come in at 13:10. Incredible performance for Tito Bouvard. Super bien. We had times of 13:07 and 13:16. He was right between those. Marcy Pla looking to have another great event here on day number 1. Marcy Pla will get it done, 13:30. And let's check in with Sylvia Garcia. She's leading the way. She's passed Elena Caratala on the run. Does she have the discipline on her hands to capitalize and set the time to beat? We have another heat of 20 women coming up. Garcia was 6th this morning. Elena was 9th. 24 meters done for her. Lane 3 on the men's side, Chete is getting close to finishing, and he's going to have a pretty impressive time relative to the entire field of about 45 men. 14:10 for Chete, and Sepias will get in at 14:13. That'll be the time to beat for the women. Elena Caratala, 14:27. 2 impressive times for 2 of Spain's fittest women of all time. Some show of affection there. Great work for both of the women from Spain. Jacqueline Dahlstrom is in the building. No one working on the handstand walks here, so we'll follow Jacqueline around. And Dahlstrom was third this morning. She got the better of Caratala and Garcia. We knew that this women's field was going to be tight between about 5 or 6 women. And Jacqueline turned in early. She turned in early there on the rig. I think just not understanding the judge. A little bit of a language barrier if you don't speak Spanish here. That's maybe a 1 or 2 seconds at most that it could have cost her. Second set here for Dahlstrom. Again, it's got to be the 12-meter unbroken sections. We've seen very few athletes have an issue with it, but once it is an issue, it really piles up quick. Dahlstrom, very veteran athlete, been doing this for a long time. She'll know her capacity on this well and can recover the upper body muscles a little bit on that run. She's going to have the third time here in the opening heat at 16:03. We got a minute 40 to the time cap. We should have someone in here. Yeah, there we go. Felix Sobron. He's got one section done. That's 24 meters. And he's going to have some company here in lane number 9. Nacho Viloria has entered the building. He's got 3 lengths to go.
Nacho empieza también con sus metros.
Oh, this is Yandro, excuse me. Lane 15, sorry. Yandro, getting close to finishing here. So he's gonna get across 17:02, a minute to the time cap. Nice work, Yandro. Only athlete working on the handstand walking here, and he's getting sent back and on the line. Doesn't like it. There we go. Clearly behind Nacho Viloria. And Anais Langtree is just now entering the building with 30 seconds to go. So we've had 3 women finish. We have 20 women in the next heat, including the overall leaders in the competition. Nice job, Marty. Looking good. The young man, Marty Plau. We'll try to talk to him at some point. We'll catch up with Thiago Lucas after this. 10 seconds. Can Nacho get across? Again, we had one athlete in the last heat. He came up a second short of this. And that should count. So he tied there with Santiago and Nacho Viloria. Nice finish there. But Thiago Lucas takes the heat. Little English?
Yeah. No, I speak very well.
Okay. Hold on. Tell me about the workout.
So I think I started way faster than I was expected. Then on the run, I just focused on Aniol and just trying to pass him. And then when I passed him, just a full sprint here on the handstand walk. So
you know a lot of these guys well, these Spanish guys.
yeah.
I think that was third best time. Pretty happy with that?
I won to one.
Might have been second. Arnau was super fast. You were really close with Ignacio.
Oh, okay. It was a nice. The morning was not the best start, but this one was so.
And I've been watching you for a couple of years.
Thank you for that.
Waiting for you to take the next step. I know you weren't happy with how the season went last year. How do you feel about your fitness right now?
I'm pretty happy now. I did some changes in my life to really focus on CrossFit, and the main surprise, but the gift that I get was qualifying to Dubai. So I think now with the really athlete's life, I think I can really push to the next stage. So let's see.
You look great through 2 events to me.
Thank you.
I'm excited to watch this weekend, and I'll see you in Dubai as well.
Thank you, man.
All right, Thiago Lucas takes the heat there. I think second, it was maybe a couple seconds ahead of Ignacio for the event. And Silvia Garcia, looks like she's already off the floor, but she'll set the time to beat as we head into the final heat of action here inside the Bilbao Arena for the elite athletes on day one of 3 days of competition. This is the Basque CF in Bilbao, Spain. 3rd year for this event. Honored to be bringing it to you. Really impressive team here. And the women are waiting to take the floor for the final heat. And right in the front in the all black is Alesna Egliazabla, who is the overall leader in the competition right now. I think we have 4 of the top 5 women overall after one event that are in this heat. We'll introduce you to all of them. Don't have too many international athletes, but there is Mari Letovita from Finland, who was just entering the floor, and second to last athlete there in the black tank top, Maria Granizo, CrossFit Games teenage athlete, is in 2nd place overall right now. See the workout, 4th time we've seen it. This is all women in this heat, so they're gonna have 3-2-1 legless, 3-2-1 regular rope climb. So it'll be 3 legless, 3 regular lunge, 2 legless, 2 regular lunge, 1 legless, 1 regular lunge. Those lunges will go from 36 to 24 to 12 meters, and we'll start with the back rack, go to a front rack, and finish with an overhead position. After that, they'll head out the door and hit the streets of Bilbao for a 1,200 meter run. It's a down, 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 up, 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 and then a down finish out there. The final part of this one is 36 meters of handstand walking in front of the crowd. You've got to do 12 meters unbroken. The dotted line in the middle is the 6 meter mark. If you get past half of it, but don't finish when the time cap hits, which could definitely be relevant for the ladies here, then you do get credit for 1 rep. 6 meters equals 1 rep if you get hit on the time cap. But if you don't do 12 meters unbroken, you go all the way back to the beginning. So in lane number 20 here is going to be Yona Machalan, 22nd place this morning. Next to her, Maria Granizo, 2nd place this morning. It was an awesome battle between her and Alesna Egliazabla, trading the lead throughout that heat in front of the Guggenheim Museum. If you didn't watch it, go back and check it out. It's a beautiful morning out there, an iconic place to do an event, and the athletes put on a great show. Because of the way they're seated, every heat had some great performances, top 5 performances in both the men's and the women's division. Next to her is Paula Iriarte, who is 19th this morning. And Ana Alcazar over there in the gray shorts, blue tank top. She was 12th this morning. And I wouldn't be surprised if that ends up being her worst finish of the weekend. We'll see. She usually competes on a team, but she's got some talent. And especially when the barbell starts coming out, we'll see some cool stuff from Ana. So Begonia, Maria, Paula, Ana Alcazar. Watch a couple legless rope climbs here. And Maria staying close to the rope in lane 19. This is going to be a tough heat early because probably the leaders are going to be spread well across the floor. Lane number 12, we got Tara Fuster. In lane number 10, we have Sarah Garanania. Elena Aguera is in 8. Paloma Pereira, she's in 10th overall. She's right there in lane 6. Lane number 4, she was glancing at the clock, planning her paces. Lane 4, we got Carla Esteban Alcaide. Marina Benassar, 7th place this morning. Pretty impressive. There is Mary Letovita out of Finland. Ismene Oyenguren. She was 14th this morning. Marina Sala heading back to her rope. Elena Mangas, who finished 13th. The women in lanes 13 on the right and the white, and on the left in lane 15 is Erica Benitez and Laura Perez Marin. They were listed as tied for 4th on the leaderboard when I checked this morning. I didn't see them cross the line at the same time, but maybe something happened with the judges that I'm not aware of. Either way, they both had a great start to the competition. And Alesna Egliazabla, as we mentioned, overall leader in the competition in the outside lane here. Dropping down on what should be her last rep. But she's going to be trailing behind the young athlete Maria Granizo on the far side of the floor, as well as Ana Alcazar. So on paper, the 3 best athletes in the heat are the first 3 women off the rope. In lane 15 is Laura Perez Marin, who really closed strongly. I thought she was behind Benitez by a lot. I think she actually finished ahead of her in that workout, and she's currently 4th here. Back rack lunge, not much of an issue, but it does tax the biceps. And the women have to go back and hit 2 legless rope climbs and 2 regular rope climbs after that. We see Benitez there in the white and purple inching her way up the rope. She gets another good rep in the bank. Same with lane number 9, Marina Sala. Lane 7, Svane Oyagora, working on some regular rope turns. And far side of the floor, Maria Granizo, right there in the purple pants. She's up on the legless rope climb. You see her there climbing in the distance. Benitez onto her regular rope climbs in the first round. Alasne taking some time before hitting his first legless rope climb. Good rep for her. Maria Grazino is getting the whole body into it on the far side of the floor. I believe she got a good rep there. She should be onto her regular rope climbs, which really shouldn't be an issue. She's going to be in the lead. We'll watch Alasne here work on her second legless, and then we'll head down there to Maria. One pull to go. Beautifully done by Alasne Eguiazabla. Benitez on the lunges here. Lane number 9, Marina Sala. Lane number 7, Ismene. And Mari out of Finland. Nice to see her again. Lane 6, Paloma Ferreira. But the youngster continuing to lead the heat here. 6:08 was the split time for the first athletes getting out of the building onto the run in the only previous heat of women. The Granizo at the 4:20 mark. It's going to be pretty close to that. Then we'll see how her running is. Elena Caratala was that split time. Sylvia Garcia passed Elena on the run and maintained that lead over her. On the far side of the floor, it looks like Laura Perez Marin has passed Eguiazabla. No, they're neck for neck actually, lunging on the far side of the floor. There they are. Eguiazabla is just in front of her by a step, behind us on the camera. And let's go with Maria. She's got one legless rope climb to go. That last one in the previous round was a little dicey. She put her whole body into it, saved it. She was spinning around in a circle, which is not really what you want to do. It's one rep to go here. And that looks like a beautiful rep there from Maria. I just saw on the Olaf screen they were talking with the head judge. So it was a no rep. He did go up the rope 4 times. It was a no rep that he was giving. He appealed it using the live stream video, and we'll let the scoring and judging team, but he said he was happy with how the reps looked. So we'll see what happens. In the meantime, at 6:06, Granizo is out the door. That's 2 seconds behind. 2 seconds behind Caratala's split time, but Sylvia Garcia was the faster runner. So she's got to split a lead over what Garcia's running time was. Sylvia Garcia is a crazy good runner, though. So that'll be interesting to see when she comes back in. Here's the battle for second in the heat, and it is a good one. And I'm going to say Laura Perez Marin has been my surprise MVP of the day so far here on the right in the teal pants. And she's going to head out the door at 6:45. Alasne 6:48, so we're going to have a race on the run. We'll mark that down and see who comes back first between them. We'll head out the door in a couple minutes. Ana Alcazar at the 7:05 mark is making her way out on the run, so a nice buy-in there for her. And in the first heat, only had 3 finishers. Sylvia Garcia, 14:13. Elena Cartel, 14:07. And Jack Dahlstrom, 16:03. Lane number 4, Carla Esteban Alcaide. Beautiful overhead position. And she'll be out the door. Buy-in is done. Really well done there for Carla. Legless rope climb here. And I mean, hate to say it, but like that leg pinch there on the way up should have been a no rep several holds ago. And you got to be watching for that if you're a judge. And lane 8, Elena Aguera gets a good rep. Elena Mangas, 13th place this morning here in the green. She's going to be pretty close to finishing up the buy-in here. Lane 13, Erica Benitez was also very impressive this morning. Legless rope climb is clearly a challenge for her, but she's onto the regular rope climbs now. And in the background, we have another athlete heading out the door, a smile on her face. I didn't see what lane she came out of. I want to say that was Paula Uriarte, based on the plates that I see on the ground over there. But it could have been Tara Fuster. It was one of the other athletes on the either side of Ana Alcazar. Let's go check it out, and we're going to go out for the run with the next athlete that's out. I'll be able to tell who it was here in a second. This is Elena Aguera right here. Alcazar was in 14th, so it was in lane 12. Tara Fuster, who went out on that run that we saw smiling. And lane number 8, Elena Aguera at the 9:14 mark. Well, we might wait for one more athlete, actually. I don't think the girls are coming back quite yet. Lane number 11, Elena Mangas is out. Mari Letoite coming, I think she lives in Spain, and she's Finnish. I've seen her already this season. And awesome to have her in the field here. Doesn't go for the massive step, nice and control poise, and she'll head out the door. And we'll go with her and then check in and see where those top athletes are. I think she's got some company coming out of. If you've been watching, you've seen it. This will be the 4th time we head out the door. The athletes are going to go down, hang a left, down into the city, work their way back up to the top of the hill, and then we'll catch them as they come back in. And the workout's not over at that point. There's still 36 meters of handstand walking to go. It has to be done in those 12-meter unbroken sections, which can be a wrinkle in this one for sure. We saw it in the first heat of the men, where Iban had come in and had a chance to finish the workout close to 13:30, which probably would have held up as a top 10 time for sure, maybe better. And just risked it, went a little early and missed. And he finished closer to 17 minutes. She thought he had gotten across at one point. And then he actually walked back. He got within a couple meters half dozen times. So we'll just note that it can happen with that unbroken handstand demand. But we're waiting for the first women to come back in here. And I think I see Maria right now. Gracias. So Maria Granizo was first out the door, and she's going to be first back in. Nobody else close. Still don't see anyone behind her. 14:13 and 14:27 are the top two times so far. We'll see what the clock's at when we get back inside.
Chica de este team de correr 1 kilómetro y 200.
Anista's heading out, and oh, here we go. Ranizo is second this morning, and she's got a chance to win this one. 12:45 on the clock. She's shaking the arms out.
Vamos, María.
3 12-meter handstand walks got to be done in the unbroken 12-meter section.
Sin pensarlo, claro que sí.
No one's inside yet.
15 minutos de walk.
Just past 13 minutes on the clock.
Vamos, Sara.
There's one. Got less than a minute to the time to beat. Sylvia Garcia, 14:13.
María va a completar sus 24 metros.
14:27 is Elena Carratala.
Aguanta un poco más.
13:35, and she gets that one done. 1 12-meter section to go. 33 seconds if she wants to have the time to beat. She's gonna risk it. If she gets across, then Maria Granizo will go second place this morning in front of the Guggenheim Museum. She'll come to the Bilbao Arena and is one of the youngest, if not the youngest athlete in the field. Maria Granizo will go second first and be the overall leader at the end of day number 1 here for the women in the elite division of the Basque Championship 2024. Maria I knew about her. Maria, Laura Perez Marin is a new face for me, and she has been so good today. Garcia's time has passed. Elena Carratala's time is about to pass right now. Alcazar is just in. Alesne is in the building. 12 meters there. Laura Perez Marin heading back towards the ring. Alesne Guerrabla heading towards us. Ana Alcazar is on the far side of the floor. Has yet to kick up on her hands. I believe Carla Esteban Alcaide has just entered the building, so she's looking to have a phenomenal finish. Again, only 3 women finished this in the first heat, and all of them are well-known and top-level athletes. The workouts here are no joke at the Basque Championship. So Laura's slow but steady. We've had 3 finishers so far. Jacqueline Dahlstrom, 16:03, is still over 40 seconds away, and it's going to be a little bit of a race as Alesne is running on her hands. And we're going to give it to Laura ahead of Alesne by 1 second. Both of them will come in ahead of the time from Jacqueline Dahlstrom by 1 step of the hands. That should go to Laura ahead of Alesne. And a hell of a race and a hell of a start to the competition for Laura Perez Martin. At 15:52, Ana Alcazar gets in. That'll be ahead of Dahlstrom. Dahlstrom's time's going to pass in 3 seconds. We got 3 women in the building. And on the handstand walks, Paloma Pereira working on the lunges there for the last time. She was having some grip issues, but did end up getting all the rope climbs done. In lane 12 behind us, Sarah Fuster finishes up 1 lane. And she saw the wrong line and kicked down there, so a little bit of a mistake there. In lane number 4, Carla Esteban frustrated with herself, I bet. Seems like we have some pretty good handstand walking over here in lane number 11, Elena Mangas. A very fast first 12 meters, and she's looking to catch up to the 2 women ahead of her. We may have a 3-way race here, and there we go. That was a better one for Carla Esteban Alcaide. It's not for lack of discipline or skill here. It was just a mental mistake, dropping down on the wrong line. It's green to red, red to green, green to red, so it's understandable. And you can see her there in the white top. Carla Esteban Alcaide. It's probably not going to cost her any scores placed on the scoreboard. She'll get in at 17:03. On the other side of the floor there, we have Mangas, and right in front of us in 11 So we have Mangas in front of us and Booster on the other side of the floor. Booster will get across. Mangas will be next.
Buenísima, Tere.
Mari Letovica having a nice performance here. We got 35 seconds to the time cap. And on the left side of the screen, in lane 9, Marina Sala is up.
25.
In lane number 8 over there, Elena Aguera gets 12 meters done. 20 seconds to go. Remember, every 6 meters counts. And in lane number 8, Elena Aguera turns on her hands and doesn't come down. She's running in the white top over there. Mari will get it.
5, 4,
So will Elena Aguera. Neither one of them will get back the other way, so they should have a tie on the leaderboard.
tiempo.
But Maria Granizo will go second first to start the day. Ana Alcazar there, fourth in the heat. Laura, ¿podemos hablar? Español. Español está bien, ya no hay problema. Entonces, estaba 4 esta mañana, creo que 4 otra vez hoy. Disculpa, pero antes de hoy yo no te sabía. ¿Por cuántos años estás haciendo CrossFit?
Hace 5 años que practico CrossFit, pero es verdad que no he llegado tampoco a ninguna competición así muy importante. Lo máximo fui en equipos a Guadalajara en RX y luego competiciones por aquí en España, el French en Elite en equipos. Pero bueno, así a nivel individual tengo algún punto muy flojo, la fuerza, y entonces eso me limita mucho.
¿Y cómo te sientes el primer día aquí?
Muy bien, porque vivo aquí en Bilbao. Es verdad que tener a tantos amigos en la grada ayuda mucho.
Qué buena. ¿Y quieres decir algo por los que están mirando en la casa?
Nada, que muchas gracias por todo el apoyo y que se agradece mucho competir en casa.
Y tal vez ellos pueden venir mañana.
Sí, 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 que vengáis a
allá
vernos.
peleando.
Sí.
Super bien, well, great
Muchas
day.
gracias.
Okay, there we go. So, Maria Grazino will be the leader after the first day of competition. Laura will be right up there in the mix. And that'll do it for day number 1 of competition here from the Basque Championship on the women's and men's side of things. It's gonna be quite a fight. The workouts are tough, the venues are cool, the athletes are super nice and competitive. It's a privilege to be able to bring you guys this competition from such a cool city and such nice organizers. So we will be back tomorrow. We got 3 events tomorrow, 2 more days of competition. We'll start in the arena, we'll go to the Guggenheim one more time, and we'll finish up here. If you missed this morning event, go back and check it out. My name is Brian Friend, and we will see you tomorrow for day 2 of the Basque Championship 2024.